So we're going to find the liver and the gallbladder on the hara, which are right over those organs. So on the right side is the liver. It's quite large. There's a lot of bubbling and movement right now in this hand. Liver, and then gallbladder is just to the right of the center, which is the heart. And it's small. It's this big. Like a cashew or a jelly bean. So I'm just getting a sense for these areas. This is gallbladder and this is liver below it, much bigger region. And then I'll find the mu points or the bow points. So this is the liver, 14. The mu point for the liver, and then about an inch down, gallbladder, 24. The mu point for the gallbladder organ. All right, I'm going to now just stretching the rib cage, creating a little movement in all the little joints. I'm just pressing against the edge, just creating a little space one by one side at a time. I'm passing through floating ribs. You can hit gallbladder 25, which is the mu point for the kidneys on the gallbladder channel. So now I'm on the side bodies and using the bony part of my palm, I can just palm the gallbladder masanaga line, which is just a straight line down the side seam, and I'm using that just to transition to working on the leg. So we're going to do a hip rotation. You can put the foot on your hip, on your outer hip, and I'm not pushing here, I'm just resting my hand and just leaning like she's standing on me. So she's really secure. And you can palm down this leg a little bit. I'm not pushing with this hand though. It's just, it's one or the other, right? So here you can put your hand on the liver meridian and just, I'm really leaning so she's really standing on my hip, bringing her to the floor. It's a nice stretch. That hip will come off the ground and that's fine. Counter stretch. Gallbladder. Thumbing. Palming. The IT band. And on the lower leg. The ankle point that we hold to secure the ankle, 40, and then between the 4th and 5th metatarsals. I'm going to do this push-pull. So I'm pushing, and I'm not really pulling, but I'm just keeping that nice and secure. Can give a little stretch. So we did a counter stretch. We're going to go now to the liver meridian here. You can do arch to knee, but if they're flexible enough, you can do this tree pose, toe to knee. And I'm going to use a hand to secure this and stabilize this hip joint. I'm on the hara. Her hara is letting me do this. If the hara is pushing you out, I wouldn't force it, but this is okay. So then you're going to find the liver line, which is on this muscle here, gracilis muscle, really tendony feeling thing. Liver, the middle of the calf, and then towards the tibia, and then the top of the foot, between the first two metatarsals. And then you can do thumbing. I'm just stabilizing the hip with this hand. You can also hold the diagnostic area you're working on, which is nice. At the knee crease, going down the center of the calf muscle, the biggest belly part of the muscle, and then kind of cutting across to right next to the tibia, right next to where the spleen line is. And we're going to go in front, medial to the ankle bone, finding liver 3, which is top of the foot, this really wide spot between the first and second, and then the first toe. So she's been in this position for a while, so we have to counter stretch. Always counter stretch. Do this, twist. What's next? Oh, it's the fun one.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have her in a twist. I'm gonna move my body so her hips are next to my lap, and I'm gonna reach over and hook elbows, and I'm bringing her up on my lap. And I'm gonna reposition myself to twist more. There we go. So I'm really relaxed. It's actually quite comfortable for me. So that's a nice hip opening. And then I'm gonna use a rotation or two to get myself in position to cross a leg over. Her knee is really nice and snug on my leg. This is not gonna work. Really nice and snug here. And then I'm facing the hip that's lifted. So I'm in a side lunge. And I can just jostle this hip. I can lean back towards where her toe is pointing. So giving a little stretch and a twist. You can go up, gallbladder channel, just twist the side body. And then to roll them onto their side, hands on both sides, knee up, knee down. And they can bring their arm over, or you can help them.
And we can go in B, part B now.
Yeah, all right.